Art historians will probably look at my work one day and think, why did she paint so many birds? Although it is true that I love birds, the real reason is this local art contest, Birds of the Brush. This happens every year, and in high school I was required to participate, so I did it for the grade. But I never really went in person, so I never fully understood the vibe. I never fully understood the assignment, like what they wanted. And after graduating high school, I've only participated 3 times. One towards the end of college and 2 other times after college. And this is the most recent one. After high school, I had this one goal. If I participated again, it would have to be a painting of a bird that I took a picture of. Like a reference picture of my own, not from Google or anything like I would in high school. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm sketching this picture that I took of 3 green parakeets on a wire. I was home and I heard them like really loud. They're always really loud, they're always in a big group. And I took a bunch of pictures, and this was my favorite. It was 2 of them locking eyes with each other, and one of them was locking eyes with me. And I knew from that moment that that's the one I'm gonna paint, even though it was blurry and a little like too far away, but I was like, I have to paint this one. And I called it Eyes Locked. As I was working on it, the image in my head kept changing. At first I wanted a bright, colorful background, then I realized it would completely drown out the birds and they wouldn't stand out at all. So I kept adding more blues and I mixed in that thick paint to create like a sky background. My goal was to create chunky, very obvious texture. So I tried different patterns, like a scale type of, texture or stripes. In the end, I went with this more natural, organic, scrape type movement. After that was completely dry, I had to start with the oil pastels, and honestly, I just kept being so dissatisfied. It would just be too clumpy or too muddy, or there was just a time where I completely scraped it off. The morning that it was due, I just got my knife and I scraped it off, and that's why you see like smudges of green. Then I liked it. I liked the smudge, so I kind of just went with that smudgy look. It added to that impressionistic style that I was aiming for in the first place, but I didn't have time to continue my vision because I needed to turn it in ASAP. So fast forward to the day of the exhibition, and I wanted to hand out my business card with the back being the artwork, so when I would give it to people, they would know that it was me and they would remember who gave it to them, like what artist gave it to them, since there was going to be a lot. Honestly, when I got there, like my stomach started hurting from the stress because it's actually hard to like give these cards out because I don't even know if they want it. And who do I give it to? There's just so many people, and these people are there for their kids or for themselves, or like I don't know if they want my card at all. But I did hand out a few, and a lot of people complimented me. And when I was getting used to handing them out, it reminded me of going to a concert and handing out freebies. Like, hey, would you like a freebie? I have actually never won or placed in this contest before, but one time I did sell my piece. And this year I was secretly hoping to walk in and see that little sold sticker on my tag. And unfortunately, it hasn't sold yet. But if you live near Laredo, please stop by and check it out. This exhibition is open until February 25th. And if you do come to see it, please tag me. I would love to see your photos. I found out that they were having another event the next day, and I was contemplating on going. But then my good friend Alex said that she would love to join me, and I was like, okay, it's settled. We are going. The event is called Caminarte, which is an event that is basically multiple exhibitions and museums hosting activities close to each other, all within walking distance. So I have 100 cards to give out today. It's the day after the Birds of the Brush exhibition. I ordered 100 cards, but I counted 100 here, and I gave like 15, 20-ish yesterday. So that means I must have gotten like some extra ones for free. So I have 100 cards to give out today. I thought I would have like maybe like 85 or 80. I guess. Let's see how many I give out today. I love the name Caminarte because it combines the words caminar and arte, which is walking and art, which is exactly what we did. We walked to 4 out of the 8 events. But before I entered my first stop, I spun this wheel and I really wanted the tote, and that's exactly what I got. So I was so happy that I got the tote. And I got here like around 6, so which is when the event started. So it was a little empty, but I was still very nervous to hand out my cards to the few people that were there. I spoke to some wonderful people, so if you got my card, please tag yourself below.
It's not sold yet. It's not sold yet. I'm so stressed right now. I'm so stressed right now. I'm like super shy. I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm glad I came back because I was able to get a closer look at all of the artworks. The first day I was just so nervous and so focused on myself that I didn't really get to look at the rest of the artworks. Again, this exhibition is open until the 25th of February.
I'm so nervous to give them out. I'm also scared that they're gonna throw it away, you know. I'm scared that they're kind of pricey. I'm scared that they're gonna throw it away. I'm just trying to get my name out there, maybe get a commission. I just realized there's copyright music.
Now it's time to head over to the other exhibitions. I was a little bit less nervous because I was not a part of these exhibitions. And I had so much fun with Alex. Shout out to you because you made this day so much more fun.
That's crazy tall.
Okay.
That.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I actually went to an art magnet high school and later studied at a university where I earned my bachelor's degree in art. So I've always known that there are people in my hometown who are passionate about making art. But what really surprised me was seeing how many people genuinely love to experience and consume art. All these spectators at this exhibition showed me that art is very much alive, and that just gave me so much hope. And speaking of hope and the future, I spoke to the people organizing this exhibition, and they told me that I may be able to exhibit here in the fall, which is so exciting. Like, that would be like a whole new experience for me, and the details aren't sorted out, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Now we're at the Border Heritage Museum, and this was a little chaotic because there was so much things going on. There was like a film playing, vendors selling things, an exhibition at the second floor. There was the chupacabra, and then there was these creepy ghost pictures. There was a lot going on, but my favorite was definitely the chupacabra. I'm not doing this event justice because I feel like we got here a little late, so a lot of the vendors were already either sold out or gone, and I feel like it was a lot more hype before we got here, but it was still pretty cool. There was historical pictures with ghosts in it, with ghosts on them, but you can't really see because of how dark it was. But here is the chupacabra that I was talking about, and the red light just made it seem so much more scarier than it was supposed to be. Our last stop was the Posada Hotel, and it was just a small exhibition, so we didn't spend much time there. Something that was really nice was there was so much murals to look at while we were walking that were not part of the exhibition, and that's how we ended our night. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions regarding the event or how to buy my artwork, please leave them in the comments below. Or any other question or concern, please leave them in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Before I go, just a reminder that the exhibition with my artwork does end the 25th of February, if you're watching this in the present time. And if you do go give it a visit, please tag me in your photos. I would love to see them.